So 8 suspects accused of fraud in relation to COVID-19 relief funds will appear at the Durban Commercial Crimes Court today. 2 of the suspects are directors of companies which applied for temporary employment relief scheme benefits. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan is following these developments. She's live to us now from KZN. And what, Karinda, if anything, do we know about this case so far?
Indeed, well, this will be the suspect's first appearance at the Durban Commercial Crimes Court. Now, according to a statement from the Hawks, these suspects were arrested after cases were opened at the Durban Central Police Station. The 8 suspects are aged between 22 and 53 years old, and 2 of the suspects are directors of companies that allegedly applied for the temporary employee relief scheme aid TERS for the benefits of that. But they added the number of employees that were not actually working for the company. Now, as a result of these alleged fraudulent applications, the Department of Labour was believed to have lost more than 2.4 million rand. So, of course, here we see an example of the alleged corruption that many people have been concerned about. Now, we also understand that one of the suspects is an employee at the Department of Labour who is accused of receiving cash in exchange for allegedly facilitating this apparent corruption. So they're making their first appearance at the Durban Commercial Crimes Court today, and of course it is expected that they might apply for bail, but of course we'll hear today whether or not they will go ahead and make that application, and then we'll also see some more information on what or which companies these are that is accused of fraud and how they continue their work to do so. So more information expected to come to light from court today.
Speaking about more information, I mean, this comes amid allegations or investigations into the National Health Department, allegations of corruption there. Any development insofar as that's concerned?
Well, of course, when we speak about COVID-19, one of the biggest corruption cases that South Africa knows about is the Digital Vibe scandal that implicated the now former Health Minister, William Mkhize. Now, those investigations have been undertaken by the Special Investigating Unit, the Hawks as well, and we understand that several employees from the Department of Health have been suspended, as well as those who are facing the corruption allegations. The company Digital Vibes are facing criminal charges as well. Now, it is understood that Digital Vibes tender, controversial Digital Vibes tender worth millions of rands, would benefit politicians and their family and friends. But the health minister, following a parliamentary investigation, was cleared of allegations. However, we understand that some of his family members are still implicated or linked to the apparent corruption emanating from that Digital Vibes contract. But there as well, we're yet to see any action in terms of a case being convicted or the suspects being convicted in that case as well. But here at the Durban Commercial Crimes Court today is yet another example of the alleged corruption that many people were worried about during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. And those allegations or those concerns we saw also reflecting earlier this year when there were discussions about funds related to the flood relief following the April disaster. And so these are now what we see concerns raised by many over what is happening with the money that is being handled by government departments and how this is being used or allegedly misused in terms of what is actually needed on the ground for the public.
Karinda Jagmohan, thanks very much indeed for that. Plenty at stake, Karinda, live to us from Durban.